Monday, the presidential nominating conventions get underway with the Republicans in Cleveland. A week later, it'll be the Democrats' turn to tap their nominee at their convention in Philadelphia. This presidential campaign has played out kind of like a reality TV show. There are already clear winners in the campaign, the political cartoonists. Earlier this year, when the field was filled with candidates, we sat down with one artist counting his blessings.
The political circus was on display at a gathering in Washington as campaigns are in full cry across the country.
I think they're really clever and funny, and I'm not offended.
It's like PG funny.
Through humor, really deliver very serious messages.
The cartoonists were treated like rock stars. Tom Tolles of the Washington Post and Matt Worker of Politico.
This is the World Series, it's March Madness, it's the Salmon are running, the Bulls are running in the streets of Pamplona. It doesn't get any better for political cartoonists than during a presidential campaign.
Worker let us look over his shoulder at the cartooning of the candidates.
This presidential campaign is unlike any I've experienced ever in my career. This week alone, we had Hillary barking like a dog, the Pope in an airplane starting a Twitter war with Donald Trump, and I was expecting to see political cartoonist heads around the country just exploding. In Photoshop on the computer, I put the title "Where the Wild Things Are" underneath it.
One pen stroke and Worker punctures the image campaigns spend millions to craft.
The lipstick team, the what to eat team, the pantsuit team, of course, that's a cheap shot. I know, I'm sorry. What to drink team. I mean, everything is focus grouped. Bernie's big issue is reaching out to minorities, and maybe he could take a few hints from Beyonce. So this one was really fun to draw. I like to paint on paper with lots of detail. I still think cartooning is really about the drawing. Usually there's a point in the day where I'm standing around doing this, like, come on, dry so I can put you on the scanner. I had this idea watching the GOP debates about drawing the circular firing squad, you know, circle of candidates all shooting across at each other. And there's Donald Trump in the middle, his head spinning around like a machine gun. And then I realized when the Pope popped up at the end of the week that we'll throw the Pope in there. I would like to think that cartoonists can bring a certain amount of civilized levity to the conversation, and people understand that it's in good humor. He's got a remarkable face to draw, too.
Worker says there's a new outrage industry and that the campaigns and their followers often don't have a sense of humor at all.
Once upon a time, you had to worry about the letters to the editor and people threatening to cancel their subscription. And now it's like that crazy thing in The Wizard of Oz with the witch sending the flying monkeys or something. You suddenly, suddenly the flying monkeys are coming in on Twitter and on Facebook. I mean, people should be passionate about their politics, but I think it's really important in a democracy that we respect people's differences and we treat each other with a certain amount of respect. And ideally, a good joke or a witty retort can do that in a way that doesn't instigate a fight.
But if it does, he plans on having a ringside seat.
This is going to remain a really crazy circus right into the conventions, and then we have a whole new kind of circus. So I'm hoping I get to go to the conventions and take my sketchbook.
We recently caught up with Matt again, and he says he will be attending both presidential conventions, sketchbook in hand. Coming up next week on Full Measure, when a father lost his son to ISIS recruiters, he fought back. The story of the great escape and the father who went into Syria to save his son.
If you didn't go to Syria to get your son, would he be alive today?
No, no. He would have paid the ultimate highest price to die as a martyr. Yep. Yep.
That's next week on Full Measure. That's all for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Sharyl Attkisson. Until next time, we'll be searching for more stories that hold powers accountable.